We are live!
Hello!
Yes!
Ah.
Gentlemen!
Welcome.
Indeed.
Yay.
Setting things up, we're, due to problems with, Tri-Sparkle Secret Certificate folder over the last couple of weeks of trying to get the stupid thing to work with this group, we're going to try
and the inability to beat the inability to beat Zombie Cam ever.
I will do that eventually. You're dead. You're dead, Zombie Cam. You are freaking dead.
You kind of got revenge. You kind of got revenge on him in a way.
In a way, but not in the way I want.
It was on a different thing, but I was just like, man, Duhad screwed me over by giving me the drug addict for my party.
I'm not the one who gave you the drug addict. To be fair, that was your own damn fault, and zombies.
Wait, please tell me that you were playing Room Party.
Not quite. But anyway, for the time being, people, gentlemen, ladies, other, we are going to be doing for the first time this stupid podcast idea that we've been trying to kick around for the last couple of weeks with varying degrees of failure. So, if that damn boiler didn't, boil in the most loud and obnoxious way possible, we'll be right on it. So, please join me in welcoming to the show, Rydell.
I don't know what I'm doing.
G Money.
How's it going?
And the two people who actually helped me come up with this idea, and who may possibly actually know what they're doing. Zombie Cam.
Wazza who's a wanna pizza pie.
And Time Night.
That's not right.
Whatever he said.
Alrighty then. So, gentlemen, I don't even have a name for this thing yet. I think we had a name at one point, but it went missing. So,
The end is nigh.
the end is nigh.
It might,
Or the end is nay, either or.
The end is
It
nay.
might be underneath the fridge.
Well, if you have to the end, this could be to the moon.
That doesn't have the word "end" in it, you nerd.
Well, that's already a game.
It's got the rest.
Yeah, true. But all right,
Whatever.
the end is nigh, or nay, or whatever. You stupid horse puns. Gentlemen,
I will show you a nay.
gentlemen, I wish to inform you about the basic concept of this show, as previously decided by our little group. And I'm not just stalling for time because my phone is dead, and I wrote down my concept on my phone. And it is recharging very slowly. But the basic idea of this show is that we are going to be coming up with a couple of very, very good ideas. Various things that will help make us all a lot of money, or are just wonderful ideas to enrich our lives and the lives of everyone else. And we're gonna bandy these ideas around. We're gonna get some feedback, and we're gonna, hopefully work out a long-term business plan for how we are all going to become ungodly rich and powerful and beloved in the city of Boston, Massachusetts. Probably.
Yes.
Or Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Or whatever. Anyway, I still say Boston, Mass, because none of us live there, and because if you can make it in Boston, you can make it anywhere, as the old saying goes.
I think you would have said New York for that.
Well, true, but I mean, New York is New York. It's a hell of a town.
Too much chance of getting mugged.
Yeah.
You do all that work, become a billionaire, then just some random guy pulls a knife on you. Now you've got nothing, and he's a billionaire.
I know, it sucks. New York,
So perhaps that should be one of our ideas. Street muggers that go after billionaires.
That's not a bad idea to help get us some money, and we're going to need some for this first concept.
The first one has to be named Cody Benson.
Oh, jeez. Well, gents, I've recently, I haven't actually seen it yet, but I heard about the release of Equestria Girls 2. And it did rather well at the box offices, as you all know. And, when I heard about that, an idea came to me. And an idea that I think really will speak to all of us on a deep spiritual level.
Oh, great,
You see,
great.
I think...
we have songs now?
Probably. But here's the thing, guys. What doesn't make money in this country? A lot of things. But you know what does make money?
Sex.
Well, yeah, obviously, but we're not going to prostitute ourselves out yet. Point is, what makes money here...
Merchandising!
Merchandising. Good call. But what I'm talking about right now is actually kids' products. People love kids' products. Kids love kids' products, and kids are stupid. Kids will buy anything. So as long as you market to children, they will buy it. There has never been a failed children's program. Because the stupid little monkeys will just buy whatever you shove in front of their face.
It's true. I put a Dora the Explorer sticker on a rock and I sold it for like $20.
I know. Kids are idiots. But that doesn't mean that every kid's thing is going to make you a millionaire. So you have to cross that cultural divide between children and adults with the minds of children. And I think...
That's why Teletubbies was successful.
Exactly. And I think this is why My Little Pony has been so successful, because it's pandering to just the lowest common denominator of adults, as well as the idiots that are children.
It's true.
So
I think it's attracting little boys, too, for some reason.
Oh, God, yeah, no, weirdos, unbelievably. But, here's the thing. With Equestria Girls coming out and making all this money, I'm thinking... You know how it could make even more all of the money?
Go on. Make it
Equestria Girls the porno.
No, not quite. We're going to be going all the way towards getting adults to love this movie. We're going to make a movie that children and adults can all love on an equal level. And
so Equestria Girls the porno.
No. Okay, only so many people are going to want to watch the porno. Plus, the internet's already providing that for free. Now, we're going to give the people something they don't have already.
And they don't know they need and don't have.
Exactly. So tell me, what do adults love almost as much as children love Equestria Girls? What do Americans love?
Blowing things
Baseball.
Up.
America.
Close. But what do people love even more than America?
Drinking.
Money.
Guns.
We make Equestria Girls themed money.
Okay, that's also good. I'm liking this. I'm going to put that down. But more than all of that, Americans love America's sweetheart, Willem Dafoe.
Oh.
Now, here's
so,
what I'm thinking.
An Equestria Girls themed Willem Dafoe?
No. Equestria Girls 3. Dafoe rocks. The story opens in Equestria, world of the My Little Ponies. They're going around doing their thing when suddenly they get a warning from the sky saying, please, people, there is a terrible tragedy in the Equestria Girls world. And the ponies are like, oh, well, crap, that's a place that we care about because of all of the girls that live there. So they build a magical portal, which is something that I'm fairly certain happened in the first film.
I was going to say, they put back together the mirror.
Yeah, whatever. Point is, they go and they build this portal.
They fix that in the second one, yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, okay, fine. They do this thing, they build their portal, they repair their portal, whatever. I'm not the detail guy. I'm kind of thinking big picture here. Oh, good, the phone recharged enough that I can actually pull up my notes. So here we go.
Thank you, douche nozzle.
Alright, here we go. Crap, I forgot. No, alright. So, I forgot, the name of the film is not Equestria Girls, Dafoe Rocks. It is actually based on that popular American song that all the children love, Blurred Lines. So this is Equestria Girls 3, Blurred Lines.
Oh, that makes more sense.
So not Dafoe got back?
Now, here's the pitch I had written down. I'll expand on this more afterwards, but America's favorite teen heartthrob, Willem Dafoe, must help the girls defeat the villain Red Robin Thicke, legally unrelated to the popular American folk singer, who wants to sleep with the girls with a blurred line excuse. Dafoe is the music teacher who was in the war and does not want to help, but must, because of reasons.
Because of reasons.
Yes, so the girls, they go into the portal that they built, and they find that the entirety of the Equestria Girls High School has been taken over by Red Robin Thicke. who is, wooing all the girls with his crazy hip hop music.
Wow, even Fluttershy.
I know. It's the hip hop. The kids love the hip hop, and Fluttershy is one of the kids.
Little known fact: Fluttershy is secretly a hip hop artist.
Oh yeah, no, she is so gangsta it ain't even funny. She is OG as hell.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I mean that's the thing. Kids love Robin Thicke and his hip hop music. So this is really we're hitting all the levels here.
All you need to have is a cameo by Miley Cyrus.
We might get that eventually. You never know. So here's what happens. The girls go in, and they're like, oh my god, we can't stop Red Robin Thicke, legally unrelated to hip-hop super legend Robin Thicke. How can we stop him? His music is so good and not at all about rape.
So
they make a new musical number with William Dafoe.
Oh, no, don't jump the gun here, Calamity Jane. First, they have to, go around the school and try and find anyone who's been unaffected by the music. But the music is so popular and so good and so not about rape that they can't find anyone who is willing to stand up against Red Robin Thicke.
Except Rarity for some reason.
Well, Rarity is not obviously affected because she came from the ponies world. Not from the Equestria.
I meant Equestria already.
Don't be stupid. This is a totally different universe. Rarity doesn't exist in this universe. This is the Equestria Girls universe. Gee, money. Let's be clear here. This is not the My Little Pony universe. The My Little Ponies have come through to this universe. So why would there be a Rarity there? That's just ridiculous.
I thought they had the same names.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I should point out, I've never seen any of these movies, but I'm going basically just off of, what I saw in the trailers.
You've never seen the first one?
I've never seen any of these shows or any of these movies. Again, I am the idea guy, not the detail guy or the watching the material guy. Come on, people.
Well, the Equestria Girls universe is like the My Little Pony universe, except they stand on their hind legs and have wiggly doodads on the end of their hooves.
Okay, whatever, you weirdo. Point is,
it's Lyra's dream come true.
Oh God. So here's the thing: they need to find someone whose musical talents and rich soprano singing voice can stop Red Robin Thicke, legally unrelated.
Little Bow Wow?
Close.
Final Scratch?
Not quite.
Little Wayne.
They had to go to the music teacher.
William Hung.
Almost. They had to go to the music teacher, who is played, of course, by America's sweetheart, Willem Dafoe. He is a brooding, troubled young man who expresses himself entirely through his music. Because he was in the war.
He's got the music in him.
I can already see the merchandising. Willem Dafoe dolls with brushable hair.
Exactly. You get that luscious Dafoe hair going on.
What war was...
The war.
Afghanistan. There is always a war in Afghanistan.
This is
It
true.
doesn't matter when it takes place.
Probably.
But is there
John Watson
in the Equestria Girls universe?
Sherlock Holmes, John Watson, injured in Afghanistan. They make Sherlock, moving it up to the future, and he was still injured in Afghanistan.
Yeah, it's kind of
always
depressing.
Afghanistan.
Right, so he was injured in Afghanistan.
Set
But
it
it's a
in the
timeless
1200s,
movie.
Still that area.
Fair enough. Point is, it is a timeless tale. It's a tale as old as time. Willem Dafoe...
Song as old as rhyme.
Yeah, he was in the war, and he was injured, and now must express himself entirely through his music to get out the pain from all the things he had to do in the war.
Does he have an eye patch?
No, don't be silly. He just killed
genre?
kids or something.
We need to make sure that we get a genre of music that will speak to both children and adults.
Well,
I'm thinking
dubstep.
polka.
I don't know. I think the kids love the hip-hop music, so we just need to make sure that Willem Dafoe is rapping just all the time. We can get him a headband, we can get him, those tight leather pants or something. I don't know. Whatever the hip-hop people wear.
But that Strange Owl What's-His-Face was just at the top of the Billboard charts, so I am thinking polka.
Maybe. Okay, well, maybe you can be like a hybrid. We want to hit all the kids. I know
polka rap.
maybe some people don't like rap. So we'll carry. He has an accordion, but he's also rapping.
So
that will work.
Polka rap. I think that will work.
Okay, so the point is
Cross demographic.
exactly. So Willem, obviously, he's torn up. He doesn't want to help the girls fight Red Robin Thicke because Red Robin was the enemy in the war.
He's in Afghanistan
or wherever, but he was the bad guy, and Willem, in his music, sings about how the blurred lines led to the war, and led to everyone dying, in the war, and it has torn him up, and he does not want to fight anymore.
Why would this school hire a known war criminal as a...
Because the music is so catchy and so beloved and so not about rape that they are just distracted by it and are like, well, I know that you killed a bunch of people and started a war, but on the other hand, your song is so catchy and not about rape that we kind of can't help but have you join our staff.
So he's Mecha Hitler. He's Mecha Hitler.
He is in some ways similar to Hitler, but for legal reasons we can't call him Hitler.
Or Robin Thicke.
And I can see the merchandising.
Red Robin Thicke. Let's make it very clear.
Plush Red Robin Thicke, who has no relation to the actual musician. Plush dolls, where when you hug them, they sing songs that are very hip-hop and really good and obviously not about rape.
Exactly. There'll be lines from Blurred Lines.
Kids will love them.
They'll be so enthralled. And parents will love them too, because they are wholesome music that in no way supports the concept of having sex with people who do not want to have sex with you. That's what every parent wants for their child, So
yes.
Really, we're providing an edutainment benefit in our films.
We could also, because it's so not
I do hear there are
rape,
tax breaks for that.
Zombie Cam, what were you saying now?
Because it's so not about rape. We could just give out teddy bears, like sell teddy bears with cameras in them that people could give to their girlfriends to use as a fun camera.
Oh, there you go. See, that would be fun, and it's wholesome as well. The cameras in them. They don't even have to tell them the cameras in them. They can just have fun watching their girlfriends as they don't realize they're being filmed, as wonderful, funny, and prankstery people tend to do.
Yeah, some fun.
I can get behind it.
Videos and stuff.
Yeah, see, we are making, look, it's popping off now. Everybody kind of gets this thing. We're going to be making money.
And I can see a secondary market for that for security firms. They go, well, these mainstream security cameras just aren't working out. We will take some of the plush toys and mount them to the ceiling.
See? Everything is just turning up us. It's great.
And Toys R Us, that's what you're just going to see. It's just teddy bears hanging off the ceilings.
It'll be crazy. People will love it. The children will love it. The children will be like, oh, look, there are bears
We need to aim
everywhere.
high. We're talking like security for museums and major corporations here. Because they're the ones with lots of money.
So yeah, just you go into the Pentagon and there are just teddy bears everywhere.
But instead of teddy bears, depending on what building you're in, you can make them themed to that building.
So,
like
military bears?
Bill Gates dolls?
Yeah.
I like it. But obviously no movie is complete without some sort of conflict, resolution, climax, all that jazz.
So a rap battle.
There needs to be a rap battle. Now, see, the Pony Girls, the girls from the My Little Pony universe,
are they still ponies when they come to our universe, or do they change?
What are they in the show? They're ponies or something, right? They're like
they're ponies, but then when they go to the human, but then when the purple pony goes to the main universe, she becomes a purple human.
Right,
that's not weird because all the humans are different colors.
Becomes a dog.
All right,
which
so the
does
ponies
bring the
become
question
dogs.
of, if you bring your dog the other way, does he turn into a dragon?
I don't know. Well, we'll have to explore this concept.
What happens if you bring the Apple Pony's dog through?
You get a terrible dragon.
I have no idea.
Possibly. So I guess the thing here then would be that some of the girls are now dogs, and some of them are ponies or humans or whatever. I'm trying to piece together what you guys are saying to me. It's all kind of gibberish, but all right. So, the girls come through. Half of them are dogs. Dogs are related to rap in some way. I know that people are saying dog in rap a lot, so I guess some of the dogs are rappers.
And Little Bow Wow.
See, okay, so we have dogs that are rappers. So clearly, this will work.
That one animated Titanic movie did have a rapping dog.
Okay, so there's a long tradition of
we should have
dogs
a rapping dog. Yes.
Well, obviously, yes, because some of the girls are apparently dogs in this universe. So they go through, and I guess like white one and yellow one and the pink one, they're dogs, and the other ones are humans. And so they go up on the stage with Willem Dafoe, who does not want to be there because, again, he is still so torn up from the war. And they're like, come on, America, Willem Dafoe, you are America's sweetheart. You have brought joy and life to the people after the war. But now you have to do it again because Red Robin Thicke, sorry, don't want to get sued. His music is so catchy and not about rape that no one can stand to not listen to it until they know what better music they could be listening to. And Willem's like, no, I don't care. I don't want to play music. The rap game is beyond me these days. Ever since the war, I haven't been able to lay down fat beats the way I used to. And everyone's very sad because obviously, Willem Dafoe's fat beats are the fattest and the beatiest.
There needs to be Jello in this, like a Jello bath.
The dogs will be splashing around.
We should be careful before we put in Jello to make sure we can actually get Jello to pay us to put it in. So we need a generic bath that can be filled with maybe Jello, or maybe it's full of mashed Skittles. Just whoever wants to pay us.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, Jello. If we go to them first, they're going to think that they can extract money from us. But if we just tell them, listen, it might be Jello, it might be mashed Skittles, who knows? Wouldn't you love to see Jello in Equestria Girls 3 Blurred Lines? And they're going to be like, well, shit, if it's about blurred lines, then obviously we want Jello to be front and center with these teenage girls bouncing around in it while they rap against Red Robin Thicke.
Or we go to M&M Mars, because I think they're still reeling from the fact they turned down putting themselves in E.T. and got replaced by Reese's Pieces. They're a failing company, right? I'm sure they'd pay us out the nose for that kind of advertising.
Yeah, that's got to still sting. I mean, it's not been that long since they made that mistake, and they're probably still reeling from it.
Yeah.
That could have been, 2-3 years ago?
Wait, doesn't M&M Mars also make Reese's Pieces?
I don't know.
No,
that's a different company.
No, it's Hershey's.
Yeah, it's Hershey's that makes the Reese's peanut butter cups. So Sean is also saying that we need to have Kevin Bacon in it because everything must have bacon, which I don't disagree with. I think Kevin Bacon would be an excellent addition to this film. He is the principal.
Well,
he's the principal
worst case
of the high
scenario,
school.
he will be within 6 movies of our film.
Yes.
And we can probably put that in the advertising.
Wait, wasn't Princess Celestia principal?
She was.
She might have been
yes,
at some point, but
she
now
can be played by Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, it's Kevin Bacon playing
as Princess
Celestial.
That might confuse people.
Why would it confuse them? It's Kevin Bacon.
Well,
he can play any role he wants to.
There are people who get upset about the whole binary gender thing, so Kevin Bacon plays Princess Celestia, who is transgendered. It's acceptance. It's tolerance.
There you go.
And I hear that's very popular with the kids these days.
Kids love it. Tumblr will be like, oh man, look at this movie. It is so open-minded and doing the good things for all of the people. And so, we're basically just, pandering to all of the markets. People who love...
And we can have Nicolas
On a related
Cage
note, Willem Dafoe should be black.
Yes, I think, we just paint his face black. That way we can show people, we're not racist either. We have Willem Dafoe.
Cultural sensitivity.
Exactly. We have Willem Dafoe with black paint all over his body, to show how not racist we are. And we have, a female character played by a male actor to show how not sexist we are. because we believe that that a woman can be replaced by a man and no one would know the difference. That's feminist or something.
If we could have Luna played by Samuel L. Jackson.
Probably, yeah. We should make him white, obviously, because we don't want to seem, like we're pandering. We want it to be like, we don't want to offend white people either, because white people are notoriously sensitive about being betrayed by actors of other ethnicities. So we'll have Samuel L. Jackson, with like powdered sugar all over his body.
Well, I do think people were upset the last time Samuel L. Jackson played a white person but was still black, right?
No, this is in that show, The Boondock Saints.
No, I was saying that Avengers movie, that failed because of that, didn't it?
Yeah, he wasn't in whiteface, so therefore, they probably could have made more money. So again, we're going to hit all of them. We're going to hit all of the box office.
They're going to fix that in the new movie.
There you go.
They'll probably digitally change it in the director's cut.
Yeah.
Joss Whedon, big fan of diversity, so I'm sure he will include more white people in the film by just digitally changing people's skin color. I think that's a great thing that modern technology can do. That can make everyone feel included.
And if you wanted to market to like a different crowd later on, you can make a spoof of it as a sex tape.
I guess it'd be money. I'm not sure we need to. I mean, we're already diversifying all the way out right now.
Well, I don't know. A Willem Dafoe sex tape would probably sell very well.
I was going to sell like gangbusters. Don't get me wrong, but we'll figure that one out eventually. But for the time being, our movie doesn't have a climax yet. We still have Willem Dafoe standing on stage refusing to play his rap music.
Well, hold on. Does a movie really need a climax? Aren't we just kind of adhering too strong to traditional convention? Couldn't we just, end it there?
That's a fair point. But I got an even better idea. We double subvert expectations. People think there's going to be a climax. Then there isn't going to be a climax. But then there is going to be a climax, but it's not going to be the climax they expect.
So what we do is it appears to end there. We roll the credits, and then the second half of the movie appears after the credits.
Exactly. So the credits have rolled. Everyone gets up to leave, but the truly devoted fans, they get the rest of the movie. So after the credits
delivers to the all-important scene where the ponies cure PTSD through the power of rap.
Exactly. So, Willem Dafoe, he's still torn up about the war and about the blurred lines. But then Red Robin Thicke comes over and says, Willem Dafoe, I think I understand, my song, as catchy and beloved and not about rape as it is, it hurt people. And Red Robin Thicke cares so much about people. He would never do anything to negatively affect other human beings in any way, shape, or form. And so, let me help you through your PTSD with the power of my hit song, Blurred Lines. And Willem Dafoe is so moved by
this. Isn't that Red Robin Thicke's song?
It is Red Robin Thicke's song. Red Robin Thicke is the one offering it, because he realizes that his song may have inadvertently hurt people, despite the fact that it's so not about rape. So, he sings the song, and Willem Dafoe's heart is moved by how not hideously offensive the lyrics are.
Wait. Wasn't Red Rob Thicke the villain?
He was, but you're thinking in terms of hard lines. Hard lines in which people are either good or bad, or do not want to have sex with you. But we're talking about blurred lines. We're blurring all of the lines. So Red Robin Thicke is really the hero the whole time.
He might want to have sex with Willem Dafoe.
He might. We don't know. And who are we to judge? So really, I think the moral of the story is that Red Robin Thicke cured Willem Dafoe's PTSD by ignoring his signals and just assuming that Willem Dafoe wants to do what Red Robin Thicke wants to do. And so they do it, and he is cured, and is grateful, really, because even though he didn't expressly say he wanted to do something, it's not a violation of privacy because of the fact that Blurred Lines crosses all of the lines and teaches us all a valuable lesson about loving each other.
Wow.
But there is one group I think we've missed here.
Oh?
Think Indiana Jones, Captain America, Schindler's List. What two things do they have in common? They're all hit films that earned a ton of money, and they had Nazis. I think we were missing out on the Nazi demographic, and I think Rainbow Dash should be a Nazi.
I think that's probably fair. Let's face it, she is already basically a Nazi.
She's a neo-Nazi. She could be a neo-Nazi.
And then a neo-Nazi suck. No, she's a proper old school Nazi. Now,
the sequel is never as good as the original.
Exactly. So here's the thing. She has a whole bunch of colors in her hair. And just like the Nazis, who also had colors, Rainbow Dash shares that in common with Hitler.
Well, you see, they liked blonde hair, they liked red armbands, and they liked brown uniforms. That's 3 colors right there already.
I know, basically. I mean, I think one of those at least is also already on Rainbow Dash, which basically means that she's essentially a Nazi already.
And they liked black boots. So there's 3.
Huh?
Yeah. Those are some colors. Zombie Cam.
And
it may be a bit difficult for the costume department to come up with a jackboot that can fit on hooves, though.
Possibly. Hold on, what was that, Zombie Cam?
they are light blue. She's light blue, and the Nazis love light blue eyes.
That's true. That's true. I mean, she's already
if you think about it, Rainbow Dash and Hitler are basically the same person.
They're essentially the same character
Yes,
in a lot of ways.
Neither of them have a large mustache.
This is true. They neither one has a large amount of facial hair. Both of them are kind of small.
She does have a large amount of facial hair, but not in the form of a mustache, just as the form of fur.
All right, fair enough. I mean, that's semantics right now. But, I mean, yeah, so basically she is, in many ways, the Hitler of My Little Pony. And we're going to feel...
And when she puts on that face paint, she kind of looks like she has that mustache.
Now, remember, the thing about Nazis is that everyone loves to see them getting punched. So... we're going to have every character in the cast just kind of walk up at one point in the movie and punch Rainbow Dash in the face.
Well, in the first one,
I thought we were going for the Nazis.
I don't know. We're going for the demographic of people who like seeing Nazis getting punched in the face.
They'll just like being included. It doesn't matter how we treat or portray the character.
Yeah, let's face it. Everyone likes seeing Nazis getting punched in the face, and Nazis, they just like being included. They enjoy feeling, recognized. So
I have heard they're a very inclusive group.
They're very inclusive. So, everyone walks over and punches Rainbow Dash really hard in the face, because she kind of sort of looks like a Nazi, maybe. And she's like, well, I guess I had that coming. I mean, I am basically Hitler. And the Nazis in the crowd are all like, oh, yeah, she is basically Hitler. I mean, let's face it, you did put Hitler in, even if he's getting punched in the face. It's close. It's close. Oh, and Sean's saying that we're forgetting about zombies. Zombies are definitely things that also need to be included.
So Rainbow Dash could be a Nazi zombie.
And she's a Nazi, and then she gets eaten near the end of the film. Like, she crowd surfs at the end, and it's like, haha, no one can punch me in the face now. But then it turns out that all of the people who were listening to the song were also zombies, and they eat her. Thereby satisfying
that's the
everyone.
Twist ending, that everyone in the film was a zombie the whole time?
Yes, except for Rainbow Dash, who is now eaten, and now a zombie. So yeah, and then everyone goes home, and it's like, man, we learned so many valuable lessons. Willem Dafoe and Red Robin Thicke have reconciled their differences. Rainbow Dash was eaten by zombies, and I think the world is a better place for Blurred Lines. And they go home and tell, Princess Celestial, hello. They're writing the letter like they do in that show, of which I have seen clips. And they write the letter saying, hello, Princess Celestial. We learned some valuable lessons today about caring for other people, and about the fact that sometimes, even if a song really, really, really sounds like it's promoting horrible, hideously immoral actions, maybe it's the thing that's going to bring about world peace, and we shouldn't judge them for their hideous actions. Love and Kisses, that purple one.
Wow.
And then the second set of credits roll. Yes.
Are the second set of credits the same as the first set of credits, or
No, they're
are they
totally
a different
different.
set?
They
Okay.
are different because this time we are crediting everyone who really made the movie. In the first one, we're adding in a bunch of fake people. This
No,
is
we shouldn't have fake people. We should have completely separate production crew and actors for the different halves of the movie.
You know what? We can just get the cast and crew from Schindler's List. Even use the same music and put that as the middle credits. Because people like Schindler's List. That was a great movie. So we just tell people that all of the people that worked on that really worked on this movie until they get to the real end credits and say, oh, it was a turnaround. Really, it wasn't Steven Spielberg and, whoever else was in that movie.
Instead, it was Duhad,
I see no problem with this plan.
Rydell, and Time Knight, and Zombie Camp.
Exactly. And, I mean, let's face it. We're punching Hitler in the face dozens of times and then feeding him to a bunch of zombies. Steven Spielberg is going to be on board. I mean, he loves that stuff. He made Indiana Jones, after all.
To guarantee a sequel, we need to have something.
He made
at the end
Animaniacs.
of the credit.
Hold on, what was
Which
that?
had a lot.
Zombie Cam? Hold on. Zombie Cam, you were halfway through saying something?
At the end of the credits, though, the second set of credits, the proper credits, we need to have like a sequel set up.
Yeah, because every movie does that nowadays.
And Rydell, what were you saying?
I was saying, with Spielberg being on board, he also did Animaniacs, which had a lot of musical numbers, and our movie has a lot of musical numbers.
This is true. I mean, 90% of the musical numbers are just blurred lines being played over and over again. But still, that counts. That counts.
That makes
But
sense.
we do need a sequel. You're right. We need a sequel hook. So, at the end of the film, after the second set of credits have rolled, and after they've sent the letter to, the princess celestial person that you mentioned, at that point, well, the chat keeps on saying something about some character named Trixie. So I assume that she is some sort of important character. I'm guessing she's kind of like the Dobby of
I've got it.
Of the show.
After the credits, Princess Celestia pulls off her mask and reveals that she was Trixie the whole time.
Oh,
no,
man.
better yet, Willem Dafoe pulls off his mask and reveals that despite being human, he was actually the pony Trixie the whole time.
Oh my god, what a twist. And then, we realize that nothing has been resolved. They still need to find Willem Dafoe, the real Willem Dafoe, and cure him of his PTSD. Because the whole time it was Trixie.
Who has now been cured of her PTSD.
Yes, who's been cured of PTSD by disguising herself as Willem Dafoe. And it turns out her plan the entire time was to help Red Robin Thicke spread his message of lines being blurred across the country.
And to cure her PTSD.
And to cure her PTSD from that one time that she did the thing in the war and all the children died.
I'm pretty sure there was a giant bear somewhere.
There's a bear or something.
Possibly California or Russia.
Yeah, the NCR or something, whatever. Basically, she's cured, but that won't help the country because America's sweetheart...
Was it a giant pear?
I don't know, but America's teen heartthrob, Willem Dafoe, has not been cured of his PTSD. And so the movie is leading into the Empire Strikes Back of the Equestrian Girls.
Well, trilogies are really popular right now.
Yeah, well, this is the third movie, so this is the quadrilogy, just like Alien or Tremor.
Well, no, what we're doing is we're making a sub-trilogy to end the trilogy.
Oh man!
So a total of 5 movies, but the last 3 are a trilogy.
I see. So it's sort of like The Hobbit of final films in a trilogy.
Right.
All
there
right.
you go.
This makes sense. This makes a lot of sense. So obviously in the follow-up films we are following the adventures of the main characters as they try and find teen heartthrob Willem Dafoe and save him so that they can cure him of his PTSD. So all the time, zombie Hitler Rainbow Dash is, trying to come back and devour the entire world, as she does in the show every week, I assume.
Exactly.
Wait,
Perfect.
that part might get too many comparisons to the last Matrix movie.
This is
So
true.
instead of trying to devour the world, she should...
She should.
Ideas don't always all come at once.
I see.
She should be trying to give candy to the entire world.
See, that's
but
not...
the candy is secretly laced with drugs, which allows it to deliver an anti-drug message.
That's true. Okay, so they're filled with the most addictive substance on the planet, marijuana.
No, cyanide.
Yes, and all the people get addicted to cyanide.
Right, and
Yes.
And and then she
And
has
arson.
cornered the market on the world's supply of cyanide, so they
Oh,
can
there.
only buy it through her, furthering her greed.
just like the Nazis. Historical precedents. Once again, edutainment. Edutainment.
There you go.
I'm
I think that would be the best movie we've ever made.
I think it might be, without a doubt, the best movie we have ever made.
yes.
Also,
Also
the
be
only
the
one.
first.
Yes, but let's not get caught up in semantics here. So, Time Night. I know that you had an idea planned 3 weeks ago. Do you still have that?
Hold on a sec. I'll have to bring that up.
Yeah, because this idea will probably get us international renown and help us, kickstart our own movie company. But first, we're going to need that initial influx of cashola and the respect of an adoring American public.
I'm not
Well,
sure.
while he's thinking, I do have a short idea.
Go ahead.
In the second Equestria Girls movie, the three villains has power to sing and make everyone hate each other. And I was thinking we could have tie-in toys. Plushies of those characters, when you squeeze them, they sing and they make you hate people. So it has a sort of realistic tie-in to the movie.
Ooh.
Or like voodoo doll characters for your friends.
And they'll sort of whisper
customize-
secrets. And they'll sort of whisper secrets to you to undermine your friendships, like those characters. And we can e-plushies. They're connected to the internet so that they can communicate with each other to learn the secrets of their people that own them to help them better their whispering to undermine friendships.
See, that is the type of out-of-the-box thinking that I love. We just need
connect
to,
them- Then they
yeah.
connect to your Facebook and your YouTube channels.
Yeah, and then they leave angry comments and posts on those
Secretly
things.
change your relationship status.
Yeah, they say oh look, you have
And
a
your
girlfriend,
significant other notices, and it's like, why did you change this?
and then they, in control of your Facebook, say because I have found a more attractive human being. And as a human being, I believe that it is imperative to achieve maximum attractiveness in my human partner.
There you
Also,
go.
it could leak nudes onto the internet.
That also is a good idea.
Well,
Right,
they
we
could-
could
they would-
connect.
Cameras.
They would.
It
they
could
would
connect.
link to those cameras.
Yeah, that's
Yes, to
basically
the
what
Plus
Xbox
Bear
did.
cameras.
Yeah, and this is basically what Xbox did with their Kinect system. So we know it works. So you know what? I think we should do this. I think we're going to need a little bit of cash inflow in order to actually accomplish this, but I think it's very doable. Now, Time, you said that you had an idea. What is your idea?
Oh, I'm not sure if we can actually make money off of this. But
That's fine. We also are in the business of winning over the hearts and minds of an adoring public.
all right,
Because
hold
the adoring public has money.
Yes.
on. Let's see. I'm pretty sure a lot of you know about role playing and stuff like that.
I have heard of this, yes.
Yeah, and there is a branch of that does that sort of stuff. Like they dress up in clothes and
Yes.
they live action role playing, right?
Right,
and they
nerds.
go to fetish parties.
This is going to be kind of like a offshoot of that. But instead of playing the hero, like everybody does, we play the NPCs. And for those who don't know what that is those are non-playable characters who are basically just stand around and
don't do shit.
Don't do stuff. So, here's my idea.
All right.
We get together a bunch of medieval style clothing.
I'm liking it already.
I already have that.
Wear that, and we just stand out in the streets. And there are several things that we can do. Of course, there are the NPCs that just say flavor text and stuff like, Blank Town is a peaceful place. Too bad nothing interesting happens here. Or, you should go to this shop. It has the best prices in town.
Okay.
Ooh, and we could get people to pay us to give flavor text that they'd want us to give. Like, it says corporate tie-in. Which shop pays us the most?
Right.
Advertising, yeah.
Right.
Like a living billboard in medieval clothes.
All right, I'm looking where this is going so far. Time now. Where is? Do you have more to this idea? Because right now I'm already in love. I'm already loving it.
There is much more. There are different layers.
All right, I'm thinking about this. Okay, it's like a dip. It's like a dip. Okay, so let's see. What is the next layer in this?
Next layer.
In this onion.
We have
NPCs who guide the game.
Cryptic advice. Yes, cryptic wisdom. Or
okay.
Cryptic wisdom. We just random people pass by and we just shout out
random
proverbs such as
you will meet a new
king's
stranger
wrath
in your
is
life.
a messenger of death. A wise man will appease it. Or
you will go far.
The government is broadcasting on my fillings.
Excuse me?
Well, like the government is broadcasting on my fillings.
Exactly, that sort of stuff.
Public service announcements, alright.
Or if we went to Russia, we could be God is the state is God.
Well, and I see a way we can reduce the cost of that. If you look around in, like, alleys and hobo camps, you'll find people like that already. We just have to give them medieval clothes.
That is true. That is true. We could do that.
It's a community service. I like this idea already, as even more than I already liked it, which I already liked it quite a bit.
There is another layer we can, like...
Ooh.
Of course, there are NPCs in games that give out quests. Like, we could...
Go to this place.
Go to the convenience store and
buy me some milk.
And bring me a 6-pack of beer and a bag of Cheetos.
We have people like that already too.
Bring me 5 diamonds and I'll give you $7 and a new pair of pants.
That works.
Oh, man,
we could even use this to further corporate interests. You know, kill the head of this competing company and I will give you a cape and $17.
We can make it really fun. We can just go like, okay, hey, we stand outside McDonald's. We dress up as Ronald McDonald, and say, hey, I'm a quest giver. Here is your quest. Go burn down that Burger King, and in exchange, you get this crown. Yeah, this applies to the crown. It will give you a stat boost, just like in the RPGs.
Although, in order to have diversity, we should also do the same thing dressed as the Hamburglar.
Yeah, and he can say, go burn down those assholes over at the McDonald's. I'll give you a Burger King crown.
You go into the McDonald's, dressed as the Hamburglar, and you have weapons, and you give them a quest to give you the money from the register.
Yeah. See, there you go. It's really, it's fun. We're gonna, really kind of get into it a little bit,
And plus, we could have, like, tie-ins with the rival companies of the people that we're asking them to rob.
It's not robbery if a hero does it. Remember,
Exactly.
a hero is the kind of person who can just walk into someone's house and take their things with no complaint.
Exactly.
break
You know,
them.
I'm thinking like,
Yeah.
we say like, hey, we dress it up obviously, but we go like, hey, on the street there are a bunch of, boblins. They are disguised as humans and are wandering around. This is a low-level quest, so they're not going to aggro on you immediately, but you have to go and kill, 12 of them and retrieve for me a dozen license plates that they will drop. As soon as, come back to me with all of those, and I will give you $5 and 100 experience.
There you go.
And you get to keep
The
everything in their
government-
pockets when you loot them, as you do in RPGs.
And
The government pays us to clean up the homeless problems.
Exactly,
Just go
yeah.
in,
There can be
Or we can
higher
also
level
go-
questing zones.
Though we could also do the other way, because many games are probably having multiple factions. So in addition to having quests for the government to get rid of undesirables, we also have quests for gangs, like elves are disguising themselves as police officers, kill 5 and bring their badges.
Yeah.
So it goes both ways, and encourages player competition.
Exactly.
There you go.
This is perfect. I did not expect this to actually go this far. I just kind of thought this would be a fun way to just harass people.
No. We're going straight up into murder territory.
You said you did not know how to make money off this, so our first goal was to monetize it.
Yeah, and what better way to monetize it than to have people wandering around, murdering other people, stealing their stuff, and giving it to us? It gets everyone into the experience, and it is word of mouth, because those people that are being attacked, they're going to go home to their families and say, honey, did you know there is a live-action role-playing game going on right now? I can just go and buy a baseball bat and get involved. There is so much money on the line. Why wouldn't I? And the kids are all going to be like, Daddy, yes, can we do it too? We've got
And
some
then-
knives and stuff.
We can sell weapons and body armor.
Exactly. You go to the shop, you pay with the fun bucks. We're going to give out fun bucks, not real bucks. We give out the fun bucks, and the fun bucks can be used to buy more weapons.
There you go.
Fun bucks are
we should take a hard
is like the
stance,
money
though.
that-
We should take a hard stance against people trading real money for fun bucks.
Yeah, no, we're not going to have a pay-to-win system. You have to buy your weapons using fun bucks. You can't just pay us real money
However,
for better weapons.
we should know that the people doing the mass exchange, they're going to have lawyers. They're going to be expensive to fight. So what we do is we go after the individuals actually doing the purchase, because they're not going to be able to afford lawyers. So they will just sort of roll with whatever we tell them.
Exactly. Really, I think we've together come up with a system that is going to do nothing but provide us a huge amount of cash flow, and I think that really is the most important thing of all.
Ooh, another way we could monetize it is if we record some of the stuff and then begin to sell it, the videos.
People
People
love
will
reality
pay.
TV.
Yes.
And what is more real than a couple of children beating up a homeless man with baseball bats? Nothing. That is
There have
real
already
life.
been there have already been companies selling videos like that. The difference is ours will be doing it in medieval clothing.
Yeah, it is a medieval
themed.
times, fair. And if the police decide to try and stop us, we can just say, hey, it is in the Constitution that we can have a medieval times fair. And they'll be like, well, shit, you're right. This is medieval times. Look at that one guy. He's got a tunic. So we're basically legally just sound.
Heard of blood money. We could also get people to be vampires. Take
I don't think you
blood,
can buy things for blood.
give it to us.
Yep, we don't need that. The blood is their reward. As they are vampires, they no longer need anything except for blood. So they drink people's blood and then give us everything that they had in exchange for better tools to get more blood.
I don't think there's a market for blood because everyone already has so much.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Vampires always need more blood. And if we tell people, hey, in this RPG, you are a vampire, they're just on board. They're like, okay, that's all I need now is blood. Just more blood all the time.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head out.
All right, see you later, G-Money. We're about the end of about an end of our time for right now. Anyway, we've got to move over to doing Equestria Bound. But people, I think we've made some wonderful
really
decisions.
good ideas.
Yeah, I think we've got enough room here to really expand. And by next week, if we're not all rich, we'll just have to come up with a new idea to get more rich and famous and well beloved. So
exactly, that's
really,
the idea.
It is a win-win situation.
I see no way this could go wrong.
I don't either. So, gentlemen, ladies, others, we will see you guys very soon for more of our Saturday show. But in the meantime, stay classy, go out, and kill people for their stuff.
Exactly.
We'll see you guys in a bit.
Will do. Bye-bye.